Some places are more significant regarding the world history than the others. I dare to say that the place where I'm walking at the moment is one of those more significant places. It might seem to you just another picturesque seaside place along the coast of southern Europe. But let me tell you the story of this place. I will reveal a little bit, maybe the background tells you a bit more. Yes, it's a lighthouse, but it's a very specific lighthouse built here. I don't know if you can say commemorate, because it wasn't the finest moment for the Spanish history. I'm talking about the Battle of Trafalgar in the early 1800s, when the British Navy, with the leadership of Admiral Nelson, defeated the Spanish naval forces here, just right behind me. So this place is very significant because I would say that it ended finally the Spanish dominance in the seas and actually lifted the British colonial ambitions and their naval power to the new fares, and actually they became the leading naval nation in the world, and that had obviously a significance to colonial struggle. And the British kept their dominance all the way until the Americas, or North America, United States, came as another player. But anyway, the Anglo-Saxon world started dominating, and the Spanish-speaking Hispanic world started losing their global dominance. And you can go back all the way to the year 1588, when the British Navy defeated Spanish Great Armada with a leadership of, at the time, great Faustian men, I would say, buccaneers like Drake and Raleigh. And that kind of was a decisive battle in perspective of the dominance in the North America, because if the Brits had lost that battle, I would dare to say that would be the Spanish language would be dominant in this world. It's still very significant, but I think the Anglo-Saxon world kind of took over at the time. And I just go around because you can see it's a very, very, very beautiful place, and you see a lot of different type of creatures here. So that is another moment for the British Navy. But this place is a great place, as you can see. It's not only historically great place, it's a great place for anything you want to do. If you want to do horseback riding, or a bit further down the road, you can see that there is a surf spot, and this is one of the best surfing places in Spain. The waves are not super good now, but we'll see towards the evening they might improve a little bit. But this kind of sort of attracts surfers from all around Europe, not only because the surf, but because of the environment here is beautiful. So the closest towns here are Barbate to the east and Conil de la Frontera to the west. Cádiz is about 30 kilometers to the west. So this is kind of a nature reserve area. That little hill there is a beautiful place with specific pine trees, which are, you know, sort of endemic to this area. So if you ever come to Spain, I would say that this Atlantic side, at least for my eye, is way more attractive than the densely populated Mediterranean side filled with tourists. Obviously we have tourists here as well, but somehow it feels more sort of natural and wild here. There's a lot of hippies here, and Barbate, which is right there behind those cliffs, is famous for smugglers, because you see Africa, I can see Africa and the mountains, Atlas Mountains already there on the African side, so a lot of contraband comes over the Strait of Gibraltar to these beaches. So some of the beaches here are pretty no-go zones during the night time. You gotta know where you move around here, but it's, you know, it is what it is. It's a wild country, so don't hesitate if you're looking for something unique where you have history, nature, and a bit of adventure. So this is the place. Check it out. There is the Lighthouse from a bit further down the road. Great. If you're looking for a perfect surfing spot, look no more. I found one for you. This place is very next to the Trafalgar Lighthouse. So the closest little town is called Barbate. Famous smuggling town, fishing town, you name it. This is on the Atlantic side of Spain, and the wave is beautiful here. You find a lot of surfers, you find a lot of other activities here. It's one of the best spots, I would say, in Southern Europe that I've experienced. So think no more.